Let's wake up. And as a kid, I was a pretty heavy sleeper. I think most kids can sleep through tornadoes, earthquakes, cyclones, just about anything. So it would take a while for me to actually accomplish that. But here we are living life, and we live life as if we were awake, when the fact of the matter is, the majority of humanity is asleep. And one of the first things that is required of us in this time of greater expansiveness is to first wake up to all that which we are not cognizant of. That's a big sentence right there. That encompasses so much. Because what we're really talking about is waking up from a dream reality that we have come to believe is real. One of the most potent and destructive cycles ever invented by humanity is its relentless tendency to expand its intelligence at the cost of its consciousness. Think about it now. Growing up in school, never once can I remember any teacher ever stressing the value and importance of consciousness. But by God, it was beat into me so far as intelligence. As a matter of fact, we even had to take tests to see just how intelligent we were. How well did you do on the test? And then, to always be comparing that as a frame of reference. As a matter of fact, it really led to a two-dimensional life sentence, wherein we were always caught up in being right and self-righteous, and we were always caught up in judging, condemnation, and proving our intelligence, and adhering strictly and firmly to the beliefs that we had, because it was so threatening to ever consider that the basis of our beliefs was not really founded in anything substantial. So then, look and see that what we're revealing here are traps of the mind. Now you may think, because of the way that you have been programmed, that the mind is supreme. When in fact, if you ever enter into this wake-up stage, you begin to question just why it is put so high in the list of priorities. So, that's one consideration. And if you begin to wake up, then you're actually entering into another phase of it, and that's awakening. So what does it mean to be awake? Well, first, it means that you're realizing that the things that you were believing to be true, that you lived, don't really have that same substance that you thought they did. So being awake actually requires a true and continual intention to relate with and to consciousness. Now we're starting to enter into the realm of who we really are. You see, we're consciousness. We are awareness that has a mind. We're not a mind that has consciousness. If we were not conscious to begin with, then these other things could not operate even as poorly as they do. But this is helping to get us things into a better way to where we in ourselves actually begin to develop a meaningful relationship to ourselves and with ourselves. Now, your definition of life and mine may not be the same, but do give this as a consideration. That life is designed or defined by the way we live in our awareness. Your life, my life. You live your life, and it really is defined by the awareness that you have through which you then live your life. It also includes your purpose that you have and your willingness to live your purpose. Now, taking this into account, we begin to see that awakening actually involves something that is all-encompassing and ever-expanding. It is not a one-time event in your life, but rather it is a progressive and expanding experience. It includes our intention, it includes our commitment, and it includes our ability to live love. This brings into the picture power. Power. My goodness me. How we see it exercised in the world today. And if you're paying attention to yourself, you see how you exercise it in your own life. Because how you exercise your power reveals your values. It always is going to reveal it. If you have a low self-esteem, then your power is going to be used in accordance with that attending filter that your awareness attempts to operate through. Then it brings to mind opportunity. How many opportunities have you had? I meet so many people in counseling that say, gosh, I just never get the opportunities other do. I just don't have those opportunities. And then there will be a list of reasons why. But the fact of the matter is, you see, life is always affording us opportunities. If you were to be cognizant, if you were to really be paying attention, you could count thousands of opportunities that life is giving you. But to be able to rise to the occasion of when opportunity knocks on your door is an entirely different story. So if we look, we're seeing that this is a progression where you wake up to what isn't that you believed was, and you begin to awaken to your true innate inner qualities and who you are, recognizing that you are awareness that is growing more consciously, that then you are able to be present, and in being present, recognize opportunity when it comes to you, and then rise to the occasion and seize upon it. Because you see, it is how we choose, how we live, and how we embrace our opportunities that actually is the expression of our true power. All of us have opportunities. Please don't ever for once think that you've reached the end of opportunities road, that it's turned into a cul-de-sac or a dead end, because that's not true. Right now, our society is so steeped in the belief that it's only the young that have the sufficient intelligence and power and drive and motivation to get things done well to where our society benefits and pushes older people off to the side. Only recently it was brought to my attention, there was a short clip on a lady who's 91 years old, and she is being sought out and sought after because she is so full of experiential wisdom and knowledge that she can and does bring forth that benefits so many others. And even she will say that when she was a young person, she was not allowed to follow her dream, and that was to be an inventor, because men were the only ones that were allowed into that category. Thankfully, some things are changing and to the benefit of all of us, ladies. Well, gentlemen, don't you consider that there's a lady in you too? Or is it only Bruce? Now, I know you may laugh at that, but you see, we are truly multi-dimensional beings, and we're multifaceted. And we have lived many lives before where we have been male or female, and sometimes both, and sometimes almost none. You bring this forward and you see how much we actually have to offer, but we have to rise to the occasion when opportunity knocks on our door. Every moment we live is an opportunity to be present. And here you might say is the keystone, and that is being present. Because what I was speaking to earlier about living that two-dimensional self-imprisonment, you're always guarded, you're always defending, you're always trying to keep that in place, which takes you so far away from ever being present. To be present, it requires of you to go beyond your reactionary instincts and your reactionary thoughts and your dramas and your unconscious emotions. But in order to go beyond them, you have to see them for what they are. If you never see them for what they are, you're going to still believe that they are an important ingredient for you to successfully live life. Again, when you live these, it takes you out of the present moment and separates you from your consciousness. So, this all brings it to another place of expressing. We're talking about the frequency of our being. You see, who we are, not who we pretend to be, but who we are, that's the frequency of our being. And it is one that is in perfect alignment with our heart. It is one that is in perfect alignment with our soul. We can put on and try to impress. We can pretend and do all the other things that we feel we need to do because we are so guarded. But the fact of the matter is, everything we do has its energetic signature. And if we go to the place of living the frequency of our being, that energetic signature deepens and expands our capacity of vision, our capacity of truth, our capacity of living intention, our creativity, our relatedness, and our love. So, let's bring this all together and see, hey, every one of us in every lifetime is given thousands of opportunities to wake up from our unconsciousness and our unconscious perceptions and judgments. We are given opportunities, thousands of them, to awaken to our true nature as conscious awareness. And that we then come to being present enough to rise to the occasion when opportunity knocks on our door and live our truth. There's no one else who can lead us, and there's no one else who can do it for us. We are the ones, and only we, who can free us, because we are the ones who have imprisoned ourselves. So, every moment is our opportunity to free our souls. Every moment is our opportunity to be. Thank you.
For more information about the Metaphysical Church of Enlightenment or the Rodin Foundation, please go to our website at www.rodin.org. If you have been inspired by the revelations shared in these podcasts, please donate to the Rodin Foundation's ongoing efforts to help others help themselves at www.rodin.org/donate.